Hello everyone and welcome back to English Flow channel, where learning English is easy, natural, and fun. I'm Anna.
Hello, Anna, and hello to all our listeners. It is so lovely to be here with you today. I'm feeling very cheerful.
I can see that, David. You look full of energy today. Did you have a nice morning?
I did. I had a very big breakfast, eggs, toast, and a huge glass of orange juice. It was wonderful.
Oh, that sounds delicious. A good breakfast really helps you start the day well. I only had a small yogurt and my coffee.
Well, your coffee is important too. I can see it on the table. It looks very comforting.
It is. Coffee is one of my favorite parts of the morning. But David, I am especially excited today because we have a very useful topic.
Oh, I love useful topics. What are we talking about today?
Today we are going to learn how to express our opinion in English.
Opinions. That is such an important thing to learn. Everyone has opinions.
Exactly. We all have opinions about food, films, music, travel, weather, and so many other things.
That is very true. I have many opinions. Sometimes I think I have too many.
That is not a problem. Sharing your opinion is a wonderful way to connect with people and have real conversations.
I agree. But sometimes it feels difficult to choose the right words in English. I want to sound clear, but also polite.
Yes, and many English learners feel the same way. They often wonder, how do I say what I think? Or, will this sound correct?
Exactly. I feel that sometimes too. So I am very ready to learn some simple ways to do it.
Great. But before we begin, we should ask our listeners for a small favor.
Yes, of course. If you enjoy our conversations and want to keep learning English with us, please click the like button.
Yes, please. It really helps us. And do not forget to subscribe to English Flow channel so you can join us again next week.
And if you have a friend or family member who is learning English too, please share this episode with them.
Thank you so much. All right, David, are you ready to begin?
I'm absolutely ready. Let's talk about opinions.
Good. So let's start with the easiest and most common way to express an opinion. We use two simple words. I think.
I think. Yes, I know that phrase.
Exactly. It is short, easy, and very useful in everyday English. For example, I can say, I think this coffee is excellent.
Ah, I see. So I could say, I think the weather is beautiful today.
Perfect. Or, I think English is interesting.
I definitely think English is interesting. That one is very easy for me to say.
Good. Another phrase that is very close in meaning is I feel.
I feel? That sounds more emotional.
Yes, it can be emotional, but we also use it when giving opinions. For example, I feel that this film is too long.
Oh, now I understand. So I think and I feel are similar. Not exactly the same, but close.
Yes, that is right. They are both very natural in daily conversation.
And what if I want to sound a little more formal?
Then you can use the phrase in my opinion.
In my opinion, that sounds very good. A little more serious.
Yes, but it is still easy. For example, in my opinion, the blue shirt looks better than the black one.
I like that. In my opinion, pizza is one of the best foods in the world.
That is a very strong opinion, David, but it is an excellent sentence.
Thank you. So now we have I think, I feel, and in my opinion.
Yes. And there is another friendly one. For me.
For me?
Yes. For example, for me, spring is the nicest season.
Ah, I understand. It shows clearly that this is my personal view.
Exactly.
Then let me try. For me, tea is better than coffee.
Oh, David, that is a dangerous thing to say to me.
I'm sorry, it is only an example. Your coffee looks wonderful too.
All right, I forgive you. But that was a perfect example of expressing an opinion.
Good. It already feels easier than I expected. But Anna, what do I do after I give my opinion? I want the other person to speak too.
That is such an important question. A conversation should go both ways. After you share your opinion, you can ask the other person what they think.
And what is the easiest question to ask?
The easiest one is, what do you think?
What do you think? Yes, that is very simple.
Exactly. Another useful one is, do you agree?
Do you agree? That is a good one too.
Let's practice. I will give an opinion, and then I will ask you a question.
Okay, I'm ready.
I think cats are better than dogs. What do you think?
I'm not sure. For me, dogs are better because they are very friendly. Do you agree?
I see your point. I agree that dogs are friendly, but I think cats are very cute and peaceful.
That is true. Cats are peaceful. My dog is definitely not peaceful.
See? Now we are having a real conversation using opinions.
Yes, and I used a new phrase too. I said, I'm not sure.
Yes, and that was excellent. I'm not sure is a very polite way to disagree a little.
Is it too direct to just say no?
Sometimes yes. Just saying no can sound a bit strong. It is often better to say, I disagree, or I don't think so.
I don't think so. Yes, that sounds softer.
Exactly. You can also say, maybe, but
Maybe, but I like that one. It sounds respectful.
yes, very respectful. For example, maybe, but I think the other restaurant is cheaper.
Oh, that is useful. It shows that I listened, but I still have a different idea.
Exactly. That is why it sounds polite.
This is really helpful. Sometimes I worry that if I disagree, the other person will feel upset.
I understand that. But in many English-speaking situations, it is completely normal to have different opinions. The important thing is to use polite language.
Polite language like, in my opinion, I'm not sure, or I see your point.
Yes, exactly. I see your point is one of the best phrases. It means, I understand what you mean.
Let me try. I see your point, Anna, but I still think green tea is healthier.
You really want to defend tea today, don't you?
I do. It is giving me energy.
That is wonderful. Now let's talk about the other side. What do we say when we agree with someone?
I usually just say yes.
Yes is fine, but there are better options. For example, you can say, I agree with you.
I agree with you. Yes, that sounds good.
Or you can say, exactly.
Oh yes, I hear that one a lot.
Yes, and it is very natural. It means you agree completely.
Exactly. Look, I used it again.
Perfect. Another useful phrase is, you're right.
You're right. That is a nice phrase.
It is. When someone says, you're right, it feels warm and positive.
Yes, I like hearing that too. So if you say, this episode is helpful, I can answer, you're right.
Thank you, David. And I agree with you.
This is actually very fun. We are learning how to agree and disagree in a friendly way.
Yes, but there is one more thing that makes opinions stronger and clearer.
What is that?
Giving a reason.
Ah, you mean explaining why.
Exactly. And the magic word for that is because.
Because. Yes, that is a very important word.
For example, I think winter is beautiful because I love snow.
That sounds complete. It is not just an opinion, it is an opinion with a reason.
Exactly. That is what makes it stronger.
Let me try one. In my opinion, learning English is very important because it helps people travel and communicate.
That is excellent, David. Very clear and very natural.
Thank you. It feels good to say more than only, I like English.
Yes, when you add because, your English sounds more complete and more confident.
I like that. Confidence is always a good thing.
It really is.
Anna, I have a question. What if I do not really have an opinion?
That happens all the time.
Yes, sometimes someone asks me about a new song or a new film, and I know nothing about it.
In that situation, you can say, I don't really know.
I don't really know. That is easy.
Or you can say, I don't have a strong opinion about that.
That one is longer but very useful.
Yes, it means you are honest. Maybe you do not have enough information, or maybe you simply do not care very much about that topic.
I like that. It feels honest and calm.
Honesty is always good in conversation.
So now we have a lot of useful tools. I feel, in my opinion, for me, I agree, I disagree, I'm not sure, and because.
Yes, you are doing wonderfully. Shall we practice with a few more topics?
Yes, definitely. Let's do that.
Good. Let's start with films. What is your opinion on action films?
I think action films are exciting because they move quickly and keep my attention. What do you think?
For me, action films are a little too noisy. I prefer romantic films because they feel softer and sweeter. Do you agree?
Maybe, but sometimes romantic films are a bit slow for me.
I see your point. They can be slow, but that is part of the charm.
That is fair. We do not need to like the same things.
Exactly. Different opinions make conversation interesting.
All right, let's try another topic. What is your opinion on cooking at home?
In my opinion, cooking at home is better than eating out because it is cheaper and healthier. What about you?
I agree with you, but I also think restaurants are fun because you do not need to wash the dishes.
Oh, you are absolutely right about that. Washing dishes is not very exciting.
It really is the worst part.
For me, restaurants are a good idea on the weekend.
Yes, that sounds like a good balance. See, we are using all the opinion phrases naturally.
Exactly, and that is the goal. It should feel like a real chat, not a grammar exercise.
I agree. Do you have any more advice for our listeners?
Yes, my main advice is to start with simple phrases. Do not try to sound too advanced at the beginning. Start with I think.
Yes, and when you feel more comfortable, try using in my opinion.
Exactly, and do not forget to smile. A smile makes your opinion sound warm and friendly.
That is very true. Even if you disagree, if you smile and use polite words, the conversation feels kind.
Yes, a smile is powerful.
It really is. Anna, I think we have covered a lot today.
We have, and I feel very happy because this topic is so useful in everyday life.
Me too. I feel much more confident now about sharing my opinions in English.
That makes me so happy to hear.
And I hope our listeners feel the same way.
I hope so too. Talking about what we like and what we do not like makes conversation much more interesting.
Yes, imagine if everyone had exactly the same opinion about everything.
That would be so boring.
Very boring, everyone eating the same food, watching the same films, and listening to the same music.
No, thank you.
Definitely not.
Well, David, before we finish, shall we go over the main points from today?
Yes, let's do a quick recap.
First, we learned some easy ways to express an opinion, like I think and I feel.
Yes, and we also learned for me and in my opinion.
Then we looked at how to ask the other person what they think, with questions like what do you think and do you agree?
And my favorite part was learning how to agree and disagree politely with phrases like exactly, I'm not sure, and I see your point.
Yes, and we also said that because it's very important when you want to explain your opinion.
Exactly. And if we do not know what to say, we can be honest and say, I don't really know, or I don't have a strong opinion about that.
Perfect. You remembered everything, David.
Thank you, Anna. You are a wonderful teacher.
Oh, thank you. But really, we are just two friends talking, and that is one of the best ways to learn.
It really is. Well, I think our time is almost over.
Yes, it is. But before we go, we have a question for all our listeners.
Yes. Please answer in the comments.
In your opinion, what is the best city in the world, and why?
That is such a good question.
Yes, please write your answer in English. We love reading your opinions and learning about where you are from.
We really do. It is one of the best parts of making these episodes.
And if you enjoyed this one, please subscribe and share it with your friends.
Yes, please. It really helps English Flow Channel grow and reach more English learners around the world.
Thank you so much for listening today. It was lovely talking with you, David.
The pleasure was mine, Anna. I really enjoyed our conversation.
Me too. See you next time, everyone.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.